Breaking news for NXL Mid-Atlantic Major. This episode is brought to you by HK Army, and they are showing major love to the NXL participants by offering $20 cases of paint to anyone attending the Atlantic City event from June 20th to the 23rd. And that means any teams, regardless of sponsorship, can get Level 5 exclusive tournament paint for only $20 a case, and the new pink shell yellow fill formula is on point. Houston Heat shot at all event in Texas and was one of 3 teams to go into Sunday 4-0, and HK Army is doing everything that they can to make paint more cost-effective for you in Atlantic City. All you got to do to reserve your paint is email my dog, Leopard King, Chad Yaya Boucher, at chad@hkarmy.com to let him know you want $20 cases of paint in the AC. Once again, CHAD@hkarmy.com. Email him right now. Do not wait. Reserve your paint before it's gone. This episode is brought to you by Lone Wolf Paintball. They are an amazing online supplier and have been around since the beginning of the game as Michigan's premier paintball field and paintball supplier since 1987. They are rapidly expanding into the online retail space and supplying everything you need to be the best paintball player you can be. They have got it all. Head over to lonewolfpaintball.com and shop all of your favorite brands. And they also boast amazing customer service and will have this out to you with same-day shipping, which is amazing. It's always nice to know that your stuff is on its way immediately so you can start to use it that very next weekend of play. Check out their YouTube, Lone Wolf Paintball, and their Instagram, @LoneWolfPB, and stay up to date with all of their deals and sales. Play the Game podcast is immensely honored to have them on board, and we cannot wait for you guys to check out lonewolfpaintball.com and become a part of their community.
What's going on, PTG Nation? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This episode, we have a very special guest. We have somebody who has reached the absolute heights in mixed martial arts and the UFC, an absolute legend, and somebody who has found a passion for paintball as well. We've got the legend, Max Holloway. Without further ado, let's hop in the show.
That was an insane inside move by Marcelo Margot. Great communication.
And the crowd starts chanting Harmon.
Great shot by all the guys, though. Tyler Harmon saved that game.
He came out with 2 wins. Marcelo Margot was on fire.
PTG Nation, we have the one, the only, BMF, the blessed man forever, Max Holloway, the legend himself, on the show, and we're so grateful to have you. On behalf of myself and the whole world of paintball, thank you for taking the time to be here with us. How you doing, Max?
Absolutely.
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Thanks for having me, man. I know it's been quite a miss to get on here, but I'm happy that I'm finally here.
Yeah, man, you are such a man of the people, really, dude. Like taking the time to be here with us and chat about your sport and then what we do with paintball and kind of the crazy similarities between the two. Obviously, paintball isn't as rowdy as the UFC, but there are some really cool similarities that we found between like paintball and fighting and the different postures and the way that we think about the game, which is cool.
No, for sure.
Yep.
You know, you're not punching or kicking someone, but then
No.
you get pretty damn close in their face when you're yelling and shouting after killing someone. It's a pretty crazy high for sure, you know.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's interesting too. Like there's a lot of similarities in how we'll set up, game plans. So the style we play is this 5-on-5 format. It's a match style, and you play multiple points within a match. I think you're kind of up to date on paintball a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Background,
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the way you set up game plans is kind of like fighting. You want to apply pressure to one side so that the next point they're concerned about that side, and it opens up, like a jab or a left hook. We kind of relate it to that. And, over the course of a match, the way that you develop these plays and where you apply pressure ultimately can decide where you can win from, and that is a lot like fighting. And I think it's it's a really cool similarity. So again, super excited to have you on, talk about all of that, talk about your background in fighting and your background in paintball.
Oh yeah. Sick, yeah. I mean, just going off of what you said, man. Time management, with the speedball, when you guys play speedball, is super important. I watch. I got a couple of white boys out here. I got GJ.
Yeah.
Nice.
The best pro player out here that I play with out here. So
hell yeah.
watching when we watch him play, and the time management he always tells us is key. You know, sometimes you know they're up, they're smashing, they're killing, and then they lose the match in the last 1 minute, which is just mind-boggling. You know, because
Yeah.
certain people's plans that he tell me. So it's crazy, bro. I would have never ever thought it was. I thought it was just go out there, go kill people, whatever. But then you see guys, you guys so far ahead, you're like, let's just kill the time, and you guys run the time. So it's pretty amazing, bro. It gets pretty deep, you know, and that's why I love playing, you know. I love playing with them. I usually go out every Sunday. I haven't been out in a while though, to be honest, just because of after the fight and before the fight.
Oh yeah.
You're too busy winning
bunch
big
of
right
stuff
now.
coming out, but I was out there all the time, and then you know, after the fight, especially my wife, I owe my wife a lot of stuff. She's the she's the real conductor of the Bless Express. So I owe her a trip and stuff. So I'm glad that I finally got to do it. But I need to get back to the field, man.
Man, I'm starting to learn. You both are married. I'm not, but I've been in a relationship for about 5 years now. I'm starting to learn the power of having a really good woman by your side. You know, they really, you know, if they support you in the right way.
You're pretty much married, brother.
Yeah, you know, I know. We just finally moved in together, so it's getting serious. But man, the power of having a good woman by your side is really something else. You know, something that I always, you know, I didn't think it was something necessary. It didn't make sense to me, but I totally get it now. Totally get it. Lucky.
For sure. With a strong woman on your side, you know, helping you with everything behind the scenes. You know, not a lot of people know, but she's like pretty much my nutritionist now. You know, she cooks all my meals.
Oh, wow.
She makes sure I gotta eat what I need to eat when I need to eat. I mean, it's kind of irritating because even off of training, she kind of scolds me. I'm a sweet tooth, bro. I love candy. I love I love all the sweets.
It's hard, bro.
She's been on me, so but it's the best.
I'm right there with you, Max, on that one for sure. And you guys are right, man. I know I couldn't do what I could do. I have 2 sons, beautiful sons, and a wife. There's no way I could do what I do without her supporting me. So it is the most important thing to have a good team. And that's like, no matter what sport you're in, you got to have a good squad around you. You got to have people moving in the right direction. And that's how you get those big wins.
Sure. 100%. A lot of people, especially the team talk, a lot of people talk, oh, but you're a fighter, you go in there by yourself. But you know, I got 4 cornermen, depending on certain fights, and they're my eyes. You know what I mean? They're my eyes from the outside, and they tell me. And then even with my training partners, you know, I can't go out there and spar myself. That'd be ridiculous. You know, I got it. It really takes a village. It takes a village to keep stuff moving in the right direction.
So we got to talk about this trip you went on. You went over into Asia. I'm not even sure where you went, but tell us about what you were doing out there. You had a fun vacation.
Yeah, we went to Japan, brother. We went to Japan. So
nice.
we went to, there's a wave pool out there. My wife is a professional surfer, so she loves surfing, and she's got our son into surfing now, so he's loving it. And that was my son's first wave pool that he got to experience. That was super fun. But then when we went to Japan, man, I mean, if you guys, I'm sure you guys went to Japan yet? What do you guys do?
One of the only places. Yeah, I have not. Japan is so high on the list. I mean, I've been to all over Southeast Asia. I had a long layover in Tokyo, but I don't think that counts. I didn't leave.
You gotta get out there, especially right now, brother. The yen is so low. I mean, the dollar is so strong, bro. The people over there are so nice too. So I would say get there. The food is great. No matter where you eat, whatever you eat, the food is always great. The Japanese people, whatever they touch, they want to make it better than where it comes from. So every single food I eat, or even the hospitality there, is just great, man. You gotta get there. We was over in Tokyo for a couple of days. I really love Osaka. Osaka reminds me of where I'm from here on the island. So it's great. It's awesome, man. If you guys need to get to Japan, change your guys' life, and there's so many cool temples and stuff to do for sure.
Yeah. I was watching your stories, and y'all were having so much fun out there, enjoying yourselves. And then actually, speaking of like beaches and wave pools, they're putting one out here in Arizona right next to me, like 5 minutes from my house. And it's going to be called Cannon Beach. So if you're ever out here in AZ, you got to stop by and check this thing out. It's going to be the first surf park in the world to feature a large traveling wave and a stationary rapid surf wave in one park. So it's going to be this huge compound. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna harass you. I have to bring my paintball gear after. You gotta show me the ropes, and I'm
There
out
we
there.
go. Now we're talking. Hell yeah.
Everyone
that'd be sick.
complains. Everyone complains about there being no beach in Arizona, so they said we'll bring the beach.
They brought it.
Yeah,
We're bringing the waves.
it needs something. It's hot. It's gonna. Is it hot yet up there?
Oh, bro, it's so hot. It's like 105 right now. It was like
Oh my
110,
God.
but that's cool. You know, that's cool. It's gonna ramp up.
Yeah, it's wild. We're still at a smooth 72 here in San Diego, so we're chilling.
San Diego. Oh yeah, San Diego is much better. But the water, oh my gosh, the water is so cold up there, brother.
Oh, it's so nice though. It's like it's a natural cold plunge. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
know, you
didn't
get
know
out,
the
you feel
first-
good.
Bro, the first time ever, I went out there, and this is in like 2011. I went out there, and I was helping Jeremy Stevens get ready for a fight. He flew me in when he was getting ready for Anthony Pettis.
Dope.
And I remember him being like, "Oh, we're going surfing." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I was like, what do I need to use? Is the water colder? I was like, "You're Hawaiian, you be fine." I was like,
No.
I went in the water. I was like, "Bro, I don't care who you are. This is cold."
It is.
That's funny. In comparison, definitely. Yeah, you get in, it's cold, doesn't feel great. You get out and you feel good though.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. You get out, you feel good.
And Max, where are you reporting from right now? Where are you living at?
I live on Oahu, on the west side of Oahu, and I still live where I grew up, man. I'm in Waianae. I'm
Beautiful.
you're like 5 minutes away from where I actually grew up in my grandma's house. So
No
it's pretty
way.
cool.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, that is amazing to see the development of your career from the start to the, where you're at in the present moment. The BMF, dude, the baddest motherfucker on the planet right here, dude. And watching you do what you do is just exhilarating, man. It really is. And there were so many people that were captivated by UFC 300, which was tremendous. And before we dive into all that, I want to get your backstory in paintball. How did you find paintball? Who showed you the ropes and got you into it?
Brother, I was actually playing airsoft.
Okay.
And then when we got into airsoft, it was just cool because at that time when I was playing airsoft, I was into Call of Duty and stuff. So the guns is all realistic and whatever, as close as it can be. And then when you're actually playing, you're shooting guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, brother, I'm hitting you, and they're just not calling themselves out, And I know we deal with this in paintball, but airsoft with a plastic PB, guys be getting away with it like crazy. So I got over it. We got into paintball. I met all the Hawaiian Heat boys, GJ, Royce, my boy Nathan Bell, and all them. And then they showed me the ropes, and I just loved it, bro. Speedball is the best way to play. We play a lot of speed down here, so high intense, fast games. Running around, sprinting. Even in camp when I'm getting ready for fights, we usually go for Sundays. I use it as active recovery day because I'm running and sprinting. So it's hot, losing weight. So I guess so. Usually Sundays I kind of watch what I eat, but when I go play paintball, we get after it. So we play for at least 2 to 5 hours, whatever it is, whatever time people shows up to the field. But it's so much fun, man. I love paintball. Shooting someone, seeing the freaking ball hit somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not too much running people down because it's like practice. You don't want to be that guy on the field, right? But
in tournament,
you gotta be that guy. Run him down, Max. Run him down, bro.
That's actually our motto. The motto is run them down.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, I'm all about it if you play competition, but then when you get into practice, you're doing that to someone, it's like,
yes,
you're not. That's not the coolest guy ever.
That is so true, and we talk about that too on the show, and building strong communities all over the country and Hawaii, all across the world. And in order to do that, we do need to take that into mind. And in competitions, it's lights out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're going the distance, we're making it happen. But at our local communities, we need to really be conscious of how we approach it and how it's delivered to new participants and everybody who's in those communities. And you're right, we can't be running everybody down at the local community. We got to keep it professional for sure.
Yeah, especially you guys. You guys gonna go 5-pack someone? If I was ever on the field with both you guys, I see you guys 5-pack. I would leave and be like, these guys assholes. What are they doing?
All right, grab the gloves. Grab the gloves.
Yeah,
right, you win.
Hey, we don't want no problems.
Yeah.
No.
No,
dude.
that's a definitely a good point. If you're ever playing pickup games, no, I mean, when we play pickup games, you kind of just chill in the back, you communicate, right, and shoot people from a distance. And actually, it's really fun to get other players involved, right? Because through communication, you could help other players perform well. So, that's kind of a cool thing in our game. But if we're practicing or we're competing, it's all about it,
Oh, when it's go time, I understand. There's a time of I mean, like the similarities again. There's a time of when I'm sparring, I'm not in camp versus when I'm sparring, getting ready for a fight, brother. It's two different guys. Even just training, like going to lift weights, and I'm not getting ready for a fight. It's different. And when I'm getting ready for a fight, please don't talk to me in the gym. I'm just trying to get in there and get out. The mindset changes. And that's like sure. Even with paintball, that's like I love GJ. GJ is the man, bro. He playing with him. He made me freaking love the sport even more. Teaching, all the teaching, everything. This man is like, when we would play, we'd get up on points, and he would see who would be left alive. He would just walk off the field and then like leave me and couple or a new guy on. I'll be like, bro, what the hell are you doing? He was like, I'm not gonna go shoot that person. You guys go do it. That's enough. I did enough. So it's cool to see that side of him. Cool. And then when we see him getting ready for actually game weeks and stuff, then it's a different Gege. It's a different mode. So it's cool to see how all of them. We got a couple of the guys that play the WPCCL.
WCPPL. Yeah, I was just gonna say, I didn't realize you were boys with Royce.
Yeah, he just won. We got Royce. Yeah, me and Royce. I love that old man too. I always tease him. I tease him as old. I always tease him, brother. How you moving in your wheelchair that fast? But, it's all fun. It's all fun and games. But yeah, even with Royce, Royce helps me a lot too. With coaching and stuff, and like you said, the similarities with fighting. Like I believe, like a lot of people is gonna probably be like, "Oh, you're crazy. Max is crazy. You get punched in his head. That's why he's talking like that." But I believe that fighting and paintball is just easy. It's just it's a super easy sport, especially if you have great coaches like Royce and GJ and you guys. Even if I'm with you guys, if you can tell somebody what to do, how to do, and the person that you're telling can buy in to the system, the game is easy. Like what makes the game hard is when people start overcomplicating things and they start like putting so much pressure on themselves. I'm like, brother, why are you putting this pressure? It's an easy game. You go out there, you shoot. If I'm walking the field with you, Tyler, or Gege, whatever, if you guys can tell me where I can get shot from my blind side or where I can get bounce shotted, like the game can be so simple. But a lot of people pressure themselves out. It's kind of crazy, it's a different mindset. It is. A lot of people always tell me like, you're crazy to think fighting is easy. I'm like, no, fighting is easy. You know how to throw a punch. I know how to throw a punch. All you need to do is figure out where you're better than the guy and exploit that. And it's hard to get to that point of finding it, but once you find it, then you can exploit it, and people don't get it when I talk about it. That's come I don't know if you guys watch any other fighters, but Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson. I just did a podcast with him, and I just told him this, like, fighting is so easy, bro. And he was like, that's what I'm saying, but I get harassed all the time with people saying that it's not. But it is, just like anything I try to do, even playing video games or whatever it is, I always try to apply myself and try to break it down so it's super easy. You want it to be easy. When things start getting hard, that's when people get frustrated, people get mad, and people lose their mind. But if you just keep it simple, you get some of the best guys in the world. I'm sure you guys, even Marcelo, I'm sure you guys could get a team. And as long as the 5 guys or 7 guys, however guys you need, right? You need the guys on the side too to fill in and stuff. If you get 7 guys to buy into a certain system, it's going to be, and make them believe that this is easy. This is the game plan. This is what we do.
That's right.
And if game plan A don't work, we go to B. If B don't work, we go to C. And you can get 7 guys to buy into that, brother. I mean, Houston Heat, bro. When we watch you guys play, it's just good. Even the San Diego, your guys' San Diego team too is so sick. So.
Yeah, man. And you're right. You're so right. Everything that you're saying is spot on. And it has to be digestible. And they have to, like you said, they have to buy in. They have to believe in that culture that you're building. And when you do that, that's when all the magic happens. That's when all the good stuff starts rolling.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh, go ahead, brother. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, there's things in a game, in a paintball match, that will give you an advantage. There's spots you can get to. There's angles that you want to play. There's things that, if this happens, then the percentages say you should do that. And once you understand that, and you're right, if you buy into that, and so I coach a couple, younger divisional teams, and we have a pretty strict formula of, hey, this is how you win. There's a bunch of rules here, but if you play by these rules, occasionally you got to go out, think outside the box and do something a little, unconventional. But if you play by these rules, more times than not, you're going to win. I assume it's the same with fighting, with setting up advantages. And, I like what you said about, in fighting, knowing your opponent's weakness, and that's how you're going to win. It's the same thing in paintball. Like, styles make fights is what they say. And it's so true in paintball too. If you're playing against a certain team that's, super aggressive, well, maybe you need to play a certain style in order to combat that. You can't play, just your style all the time. You have to be malleable. You have to be, a good scout. You have to understand what you're going up against so that you can play to that style, and it is so relatable to paintball as well. In a 5-on-5 game, it's so important. The teams that we play against, it's crucial to understand where their strengths and weaknesses are, because that's the only way that you could beat them.
100%. I agree. And my gym down here, everybody believed that to succeed in anything, they want to. There's a lot of people that in their mind, they believe that they need to go and find the best guys out there to go train, or the best guys to coach them or whatever. But my gym here, a lot of people. If I told you some of the names that my main training partner that I was getting ready for this last 2 fights is an amateur. Is an amateur fighter. It's like I said, it's not the guys you train. It's not the guys that you train with, or at a certain level they need to be. Of course, they need to be a certain level. They need to believe, but the most thing is they need to just believe what you're working in. Like I got a small team in Hawaii. I ain't like, I don't know if you guys into so much into UFC, but I ain't like this big American kickboxing academy teams or ATT teams over in Florida, like the guys with like 100 and who's at the gym, and they're all at the gym, but then they're fighting each other. That's the most craziest thing to me. I always wanted
a
like
small
a tight
camp,
team.
right?
Yeah. I always wanted a tight team, a team that can move with us, and people who would just buy into the system, to a sense of when, like, I love my teammates because look, when we're sparring and nobody got fights, we have some great rounds. You know what I mean? Like they put it on me. But then when we're sparring, getting ready for a fight, and they know that they need to be a guy, and even for me, vice versa, I know I need to be a certain guy for one of my teammates, and he start kicking my butt. You know what I mean? Start pushing me to the point where it's like, bro, I should just go back to my style because I'll give him a better look. But that's not gonna help him because me giving my style is not helping him. I need to act like this wrestler, or throw a strike a certain way like this, and if he's countering it, then he's doing his job, and that's what I'm there for. I'm selfless in that point where I need to be selfless and do this. I can imagine too, if you guys have a game plan and you guys tell the guys of the game plan, hey, look, we're playing these guys next week. They're being super aggressive. They're attacking the D side hard or snake side, whatever side it is. Can you please do this for us? And then you go out to practice, and these guys are staying in the back of the corner just shooting. Like, what the hell are you doing? We asked you to run a certain way. Please do this just so we can get the look, and that's the way that's the similarities I see between our sports. But like you said, man, it's just people buying into the system. It's just these guys. My whole team right now, most of my teammates is amateurs that I train with right now. They're trying to get to that pro level, but they're all amateurs. I got a couple of pro guys. We got a couple of pro guys on the team, but most of them, the consistency that's inside the gym is a lot of AMI guys or super super low pro guys that no one knows of, and that's why I love them. I love my teammates, and they're willing to do what other people are not, and that's the type of guys you want to be around. I always said when you're coming up in anything you're doing, guys who just is gonna be with you and
well, they're hungry. They're hungry. And that's why, and you guys are all hungry. Every single one of you and girls, everybody that's a part of the camp, y'all are hungry. And that's why you're dominating. And it comes from the mind's eye too. You guys have a vision. you have a vision that you're holding on to and that you're holding on to tight and you're working diligently for, and it's for the family too. And when you're working with family power and family love, that's a whole nother different type of power too. And that energy coming out of Hawaii is different. I'll tell you that much too, you know, like you guys are moving with that power. So we're huge fans. I've been a huge fan of you, Max, and watching you doing what you're doing. And if the people don't know, you've been fighting, is it from 2010 till present? Is that when you started?
Oh, I started in like 2000, 2010. Yeah, that is correct.
Okay.
I started in my amateur when I was 2000,
like
2008, I think, or 7. Yeah, 2007. Yeah, a while back.
And then just so the people know what they're working with on this episode, you have dominated in the UFC. I was looking over your championships and accomplishments in the UFC, and it is spectacular to say the least, man.
Thank you, brother.
UFC Featherweight Champion. Obviously the BMF. You've done that once before. You hold that right now, and you also did it once before. You got knockouts of the night.
That was the most recent fight as well, right? Against Justin?
Yeah.
That was an insane knockout, dude.
Bro,
that was fucking incredible. It was like
crazy.
Right at the bell too. I mean, nuts.
Dude. I mean, that was the fucking hit heard around the world, bro. Yeah. Everybody in the world saw that hit when you knocked out Justin Gaethje and you won the BMF belt. And then you also won $600K, brother, in bonuses. That was
that was the best part of it.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. We're waiting for paintball to catch up to that. You know, one of these days, we'll be.
I hope so for you guys, man. The freaking time, the energy, and everything gets put in it. It's
it's all love. We just love it, man. And honestly, that's where it is. It just resonates in our heart. We've been doing it since we were kids too. So we're just excited for the future of paintball because we know how special this sport is, not only how difficult it is to play physically and mentally, but just how captivating it can be for a viewer. Like if we can package this product properly and get it on the screens in the right way, I think paintball could be a really big sport in the world, honestly.
Oh, for sure. Ain't it going to be on ESPN? Ain't one of the events coming up going to be on ESPN, right?
Yes, sir.
Next one. I think it's going to be sick. Yeah, I just saw that. So that's going to be amazing, bro. I can't wait. I mean,
yeah, brother.
Bro, paintball is, bro, I don't know why. You know, punching someone in the face is good if we got an argument or whatever. But then, shooting someone is just as good. Brother, right?
And it's like, and we both are kind of in a game of cat and mouse, if you think about it, right? Like you as a fighter, and we're gunfighters, that's what we do. It's a game of cat and mouse, and we're playing these mind games, and we're throwing rights, we're throwing lefts, we're going this way, trying to set up different moves in different positions. But it's a really captivating thing, and I think thankfully we have some amazing people at the helm in the NXL. And all over the world for that matter, in different leagues that are helping us to get paintball where it needs to be. But it's exciting to see that, ESPN is going to be out on the East Coast with us here in just about a week, filming out there with us.
Sick. I'm excited for it. That's so sick.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's fun, bro. I mean, even when whenever we watch GJ and stuff, even with the YouTube, what you guys got going on when you guys, play sports? Play Switch Live, right?
Go Sports.
Yeah, Go Sports. Yeah, Go Sports Live. Yeah, bro. It's sick. The camera angles you can get. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can mic up some of the refs or something, or even mic up some of you guys. Like how the NFL, they're playing around or whatever. So like you guys just mic it. You guys get mic'd up, and then it's hard to put cameras on you guys or GoPros if the cameras get small would be sick. Yeah. But then you don't want to put a GoPro on your gun and somebody shoot that and you're considered out. That wouldn't be cool. I'd be pissed.
I know. Well, I think the next level I think that we're going to see come is going to be little cameras that'll be in our goggles on our eyes, just seeing what we
that'd
see.
Be sick. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. The tracker thing. I seen a couple. One of my striking coach had a glasses where it could record from right here, from the middle. So that would be sick to see the goggles.
For sure.
Until you get gogged.
That'd even be a dope shot, though.
Yeah, that'd be a dope shot for sure.
That'd be a dope shot.
Yeah, and then Max, what you're saying is so true about the communication, because in our sport, it's everything. Marcelo is one of the best communicators. You have to have great cohesive awareness on the field. And I'm sure same thing in the ring. That's why you have your partners on the outside giving you the big
Oh, for
communication
sure.
to let you know what's going on.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I get yelled at all the time by Royce. Max, where is he? What is he doing? I'm like, I'm so used to being the guy getting yelled at that I'm not used to the yelling back.
Mhm.
I always try to ask to play the snake or decide where I don't need to talk if I move up too fast.
Yeah.
So is
That's fun.
that your style on the paintball field? Do you attack, or are you pretty aggressive?
I'd rather be super aggressive, bro. I mean, running down people
Yeah.
and stuff. Like I said, it's practice, but it's fun. It's fun pushing, bro. I hate sitting back and just holding a lane. I'm like, bro, this is. I understand why it needs to be done
Yeah.
for the other people to succeed, but like, I don't want to do that. I want to buy all this paint. And cases of paint in Hawaii is expensive, brother. I don't know. Like, it's super expensive out here to get it out here. So.
Yeah.
If they're practicing back then, they're like, "Oh yeah, just stay home and shoot." I'm like, "Brother, I don't want to hold a lane. Please, come on, send me down the line or something." I'd rather get shot out real fast than stay in the whole game and getting the last guy getting hunted, putting
Spend
a
all that
lane
money on
versus
paint.
yeah.
That's where the action's at. The front lines. Man, that's funny, dude.
Hell yeah.
And I guess just kind of switch gears back to fighting. Are they going to be going to Vegas to the Sphere for one of these events that you're going to be doing soon?
September,
UFC?
in September, yeah. UFC,
Okay.
what is it? 306, supposedly.
306. That's right.
Supposedly it's a Sphere. I want to get on that one. I want to get one. Dana White said multiple times that it's only gonna be one event in the Sphere. So be a part of that history would be pretty amazing. You know, there's top three places right now that in my mind that I want to fight. You know, I know Hawaii would I know UFC would never ever come to Hawaii. Or we don't have the arena. The stadium is getting fixed. So I know during my time with the UFC, I don't think UFC is ever gonna come down to Hawaii. And it's just a money thing, you know. Like we have another small event, but then it's like a fight night, and for how much UFC takes care of me and stuff, I don't think so they'd be able to put me in a fight night. And even if they were able to, like, I wouldn't want to fight in a fight night here just because for the fans' sake and my friends and family, like people don't understand the business side of stuff, you know. So at UFC 300, the tickets was crazy, and if they did a fight night in Hawaii for how small it is to make up the difference in tickets, they would have to probably do it as much as UFC 300 was. And I'm like telling people, like, you guys don't want that. Like it's gonna be expensive, and then the guy that's gonna get blamed for is gonna be me. They would be like, "Oh, look at you! I thought you were for the." I'm like, brother, you know. So I don't know if I've ever got to fight in Hawaii, but the top three places outside of Hawaii would be this the Sphere at second. I'd like to fight Madison Square Garden just because how much history that is, you know, in New York. And the first one is they never ever talked about it yet, but I want to fight at Allegiant Stadium, brother.
Oh, in Vegas.
In Vegas, brother. That's the ninth island. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but they call it a ninth island because a bunch of Hawaiians moved there. But I would like to fight in that stadium. The stadium sits 66,000, bro. That's not even with people up the ground yet, the ground floor. So of putting, like, you know, ringside seats and stuff. So if I had my way, you know, hopefully we can get the Sphere. That'd be great. And then sometimes, you know, just keep winning and, you know, get a title or fight for a title. Or defend a title at Allegiant Stadium would be amazing for sure.
Dude, that'd be amazing. That'd be outstanding. And if you go to check out Max's Wikipedia page and look at his championships and accomplishments, it's like I'm scrolling for literally like 6 seconds of how many things you've accomplished. Just like head strikes, you know, attempted strikes. You got the most attempted in a UFC lightweight division history, total strikes. You just have so many accomplishments, man. So what does it feel like looking back at your career over the last, you know, 14 years and what you've been able to get done out there?
It feels good. It feels good, you know, but I'm only turning 33 at the end of the year. And
there we go.
And I would like to say at least 3 or 4 more years in me, at least, you know, at least. So we see what happens. I always told my coaches that around 35-ish, that's when I say I'm calling it. But if I'm healthy, I'm good. We have so much that we're so far ahead now in technology and supplements and how to recover, how to get better, how to stay stronger. I think so that a lot of people's pro careers are getting prolonged because of doctors and being able to to supplements and supplement right. And now we're knowing about sleeping and sleeping patterns and sleeping habits, where back in the day, like the old school guys, I'm sure you guys see all the OG guys in paintball and stuff where it was just rock stars where they were just like, yeah, we're going to stay up late and just show up tomorrow and just push it on, brother. Like, or they injured, like, no, it's like we have technology at our hand now. We have data that proves that, look, this can work. So I would love to fight for, at least 30, maybe 37. I would love to fight as long as I can compete with the top guys. Once I can't compete with the top guys, then I told my coaches, like, hey, we're good, but that's farther down the line.
Oh man, you got gas in the tank, brother. You're still ranked number 2 in the UFC Featherweight Champions division right now. So you're right there at the top, and you're ranked number 8 in the UFC men's pound for pound ranking of all fighters. So you're an absolute dog in the landscape of fighting, man. And you got tons of fights ahead of you, and I know you're gonna just keep being that BMF that you are, bro. Keep getting them.
Thank you, brother.
Let's go.
100%. Yeah. So how did your fighting career get started? When did you get into mixed martial arts? How did that all begin?
Brother, funny thing is, I don't know. I'm sure there's UFC gyms around you guys. So if when I was in high school, it was funny. So the first UFC gym, BJ Penn gym came down, right? And like this is just for you guys to wrap your guys' head around. A lot of people, when the first UFC gym, BJ Penn gym Hawaii came down to Hawaii, people said that's a lie. That's the second UFC gym. The first UFC gym was my high school I went to, Waianae High School. We had so much fight. So at the end of the day, I wasn't really a fighter, brother. I fought one time in the 8th grade, only because my younger brother fought, and he took the guy down in a fight. And where I'm from, we like everything is like stand and bang. So this one guy was like teasing him, like, "Oh, you brother wrestler, he's wrestling, blah blah." And I told the guy, like, "Brother, you talking about my brother one more time, he's standing behind me in line. He's like, I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna punch you." And he said, "Brother," and I turned around and I just punch him. And I think I was 1-0 in my only street fight because I landed the punch, and then we looked at each other for the rest of like the 3 minutes until the teacher came and grabbed us. So I think I was undefeated on my street career. But all jokes aside,
Did you point at the ground? You said, "Get over here."
Oh man, I was like, "Get away from me!" I was so tired, bro. In that 3 minutes, it was crazy. The other person, like, you fight your brother, you fight your cousins. Like, fighting is really in our DNA. Everybody fought once in their life. They fought some, like siblings, cousins, or whatever. They fought something, even as kids. So it is what it is. But that one was different. That wasn't my friend or anything. That was just a guy turned around and he was just irritating my classmate. So. At the end of the day, but with fighting, getting back
around and find out.
Yeah. But with fighting, getting back on track, I was 16, bro, when I first started training. I was 10th grade. Wow. And I just remember, like, bro, we was having so much fights in school. I was like, bro, I need to train. I need to be able to, like, just in case someone try. Cause I was a small, scrawny kid, bro. I was like 120, 121 pounds soaking wet. I was like, brother, I need to find a train. I met my friend Josh Keanu, still my friend today. He got me into kickboxing. I remember telling myself, this is when I got into kickboxing. K1 in Japan was huge, and I was like, "Oh, this is what we need to do. This is what I need to do." And then I remember 2 years fast forward, BJ Penn was fighting for a title, and I saw how much he made. I was like, "Holy, this is what like." It wasn't even. It was a lot of money, but then. I think it was like 60 or 70K that they announced they pay. I was like, whoa. And then the kickboxing that I was watching, they was only making like 20 to like 50K. So I was like, bro, forget kickboxing. We need to get into MMA, And then when we got to MMA, and then I realized how expensive Bills is and how Hawaii is, I was like, gosh damn, we need to make more money than this. So yeah, that's it, man. I was just a kid who wanted to be able to protect himself. Fell in love with kickboxing. BJ Penn had his run. Went into MMA. It was like, look, we gotta go do this. And I was just at the right place at the right time at the right moments in my career that gave me the chance to go out there and prove myself.
That's crazy. I mean, because you went pro at like what, 20, 21, something like that?
Oh, bro, I was pro at 18 already.
Okay.
Pro,
So
like
UFC was like
I
2021?
yeah, when I was UFC, bro, I my first UFC funny story about that. My first UFC fight, I was 20, bro. And it was
That's
in Vegas.
crazy.
We fought at Mandalay,
Mandalay Bay.
the conference, Mandalay Bay Center. And we were staying at Mandalay Bay. And then my coach and one of my good friends, my brother Dustin Kimura, he's also a ex UFC fighter, but he was in my corner first. And then there was gambling, and that was my first time in Vegas, brother. You know, the only time I was like, I was on top of the casino floor watching them. I was like, oh, it's sick, yeah, I can do this. And then I get carded. The lady's like, oh, can I see your ID?
Oh,
So I give her my ID. She's like, you need to get off. You need to get off the ground. Like, you need to go to your room or something. You can't be standing here.
Yeah.
I was there 20. I got kicked off. I was like, oh my God, that's terrible.
You're just trying to have some fun, man.
That's insane though to go pro after 2 years of training. You obviously just had an insane obsession and were super dedicated. But that trajectory is wild, bro. From 16 to start and then go on to have the career, you know, starting 2 years later, the career that you've had. I mean, that's crazy. Bro,
the Hawaii guys now, I was fortunate, bro, because the guy, if you want to be a fighter in Hawaii, it's super tough, bro. They were just having this problem with having amateur fights, down here because of they had to go get a commission. The commission is like charging these guys, like these guys are making no money off of amateur fights, and the commission comes in and they're like trying to charge them, and like now, like there already was like pretty much going even, almost negative most of the time. Like some of the guys was just doing it because it was old school kickboxers and they loved it, right? Yeah. And the commission came in and then like screwed everything up, bro. Like a lot of guys was just like going negative. So we would go, bro. When I was fighting, when I was 16, there was an event like almost every week or 2 weeks at least. Crazy. All the time in a month. So there was like at least 2 to maybe 3 events in a month. There's 3 events that happen all the time.
That's funny because it was similar when we were younger in paintball. Same thing. There was so many more tournaments in the early days.
Yeah. It's crazy, bro. And I always tell the amateurs and stuff. That's how come some of them are still amateurs. I'm like, bro, it's so tough because like even in a short amount of time when I was 16 to 18, I had 100+ fights, bro. Like everybody just trip out. Like, what? You fought that much times? Like, yeah. Like a couple weekends we fought on Friday and Saturday. You know, just because like you could get a fight on Friday and then they had an event the next day. It was like, yeah, we'll go show up to the weigh-ins on Friday and then fight that night at the other place and then Saturday show up and fight, and it's just crazy, man. It's just the main thing I tell these amateur guys or even people coming up in general, if anybody talks to me, I was like, bro, the main thing to do is like, I see a bunch of these amateurs doing like what I do. Like they're like, oh, 6-week, 8-week camps. I need a 10-week camp to get ready for amateur fight. I'm like, brother, you're fighting 3 minutes and you're not getting paid. You're putting in too much damn time for this. I understand the mindset of you trying to be like a professional, but right now you need experience. I always tell my teammates, brother, you hit, you hurt, you sick, you go fight. They're like, oh, I'm thinking of pulling out. I'm like, why? When you go into when you get ready for a pro fight, say you go in there, say everything is perfect as an amateur. You're undefeated or whatever it is. You never lost. You had perfect camps, whatever. And in your first pro fight, everything goes wrong. You have a shady camp. You get in there, you get hurt. You don't know how to fight hurt. You're sick. You're in your own mind. Like I fought sick. I fought hurt as an amateur because we fought every weekend. It was like, bro, I'm just gonna do this. Like this is experience. And when it happens in my pro career, I'm like, bro, I fought this way. I was fine. I'll be all right. A lot of these guys is like, there's going to be a what if, like, oh, I don't know how, or not what if. It's going to be like, I don't know how to handle it. Like I did a lot. I talk to these guys and I just tell them experience is key, guys. Forget this little, oh, I need to hit mitts. I need to do this. But bro, take any fight you can. You're an amateur. Guess what happens when you turn pro? Your record is 0-0, brother. I wouldn't be telling you this if you're a pro. But you're an amateur, brother. This thing don't count. This is for fun. This is exhibitions. You know what I mean? Like that's cool. You can go around and maybe tell your friends like, yeah, I'm an undefeated amateur, but no one cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares when that pro time come in, you know?
Mm-hmm. Damn, dropping gems on them.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, dude, that is crazy. And can you kind of highlight, your training regimen, how it's evolved over the years from when you started to where you're at now?
Oh, for sure, bro. For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time we used to train like cavemen, bro. We did. The internet was brand new and everything, bro. You're doing all this, training. This caveman. You heard? Oh, you watch people like before Instagram was a thing or whatever. You'd see people, all these guys, be like, oh look, they're flipping tires and doing it, having no idea why I'm doing it, but we're doing it, And I think we just didn't have the knowledge. We just saw what successful people was doing it, and then we just jumped on the trend. Versus now, it's like bro. There's so much information everywhere. You can talk to so much other people. You make so much connections with different people, and I see how different people train or eat or whatever. What kind of supplements they take. I talk to a bunch of different guys. I get a bunch of different opinions now, and it's just much more smarter, brother. It's just much more smarter. Like one of the biggest changes I could tell you, like when I was coming up and I was like 18, 16 to like maybe like even like 20, 21, 20, maybe 22, 23-ish. I used to, actually it was 16 to like 20, 16 to 20. We'd spar every day. Even if it wasn't hard, we would spar every day. Like I thought so, like even if it was just touch sparring, but every day we're doing some form of sparring. And then I ended up with my coaches that I'm with now with Rylan Lazars. And when I went from them, like sparring every day, and they had a little bit more idea of like how things should be run. I went from sparring every day to sparring once a day. And I used to think that was crazy. That was such a hard shift for me. I was like, how the hell you get ready for fights? Like, wow, how do you know if someone's ready or whatever? Because like now we're only doing one day, And then now, fast forward after that, I don't even spar. I try not to spar. I'm like, bro, I'm over sparring. This shit is I get hurt. I get hurt more sparring than in my fights, So, that's just the way it is. That's some of the stuff that changed, hitting mitts, overtraining. Like a lot of, like, I remember used to hear people when I was younger talking about like, oh yeah, you can overtrain. I was like, that's crazy. You can never overtrain. And then I hit a certain age and I was like, yeah, I guess this thing is real. I guess they wasn't lying to us, So that's just there's just a bunch of stuff,
Yeah, but I think that's an important part of the evolution of any athlete. I think you have to go through those. If you want to be one of the greatest, you have to go through those years of overtraining and over practicing and over, focusing and obsessing over something. And it might be too much, but you're getting these reps. You're getting more reps than your competitors. You're getting more reps than your peers. And yes, maybe it's not the best for the body in the time, but you're young enough to absorb that. But you're getting these reps. And so you're learning more and more and more and more and more. But then you're right. You do get a point. And the same thing has happened in paintball. I can speak for myself. Before it was, how many points can we play in a day? How many days can I be at the actual field? Now I have a very, it's a very efficient routine. Our team, we try to do just 30 points in a day. Whereas, other teams are like, we do 45, 50 points in a day. And if you do anything less, like you're not shooting enough paint, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. I'm like, no, 30 points is good. We've seen what we need to see, and then I know certain fundamentals that I need to work on to stay sharp. And it's all very efficient now. And my body feels good, and that is everything.
Exactly what you said, efficiency and experience. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you can say this because you was one of the guys who probably did 50 points at one point in your career, right? Sure. And now you got the 30 points and you're like, yeah, I see why the 50 points thing was good, but now I got to stay here. It's just like when me was sparring, everybody thought I was crazy for not during the whole pandemic. I really didn't spar. We'd do movement. We'd do like fast speed movement. So it wasn't cracking each other. Like I would spar some guys and I would need them to give me a certain look. If we're going hard, and once I catch something good, they go back to giving me a competitive look in their look, not in the look that I need, if that makes sense. And we kind of backed away from that. We kind of we'd go fast and speed, but no power really. And then that helped a lot, man. That helped a lot. I mean, it's just exactly what you said, man. You find out a lot about yourself. You find out about a lot about things, and what I'm saying is this doesn't work for everyone. You know, like some guys need to go and spar hard or do that 50 points because that's just their mental. Until they can switch their mental, their way of thinking, then it can help. But like I'm not saying, and the most thing that I tell people all the time, look, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you're wrong. This is just my opinion. And that's the thing that's the hard pill to swallow with certain guys. You know, even with you talking about the 30 points to the 50 points, guys is gonna watch this podcast, and you know, it's maybe a young guy looking up to you and be like, no, I need to get out there for 50 points, bro. You know, this is what I need to do, you know, and that's cool, you know, but just don't let it affect the way you see stuff. Be an open mind. I tell everybody, be an open book, bro. Like just because someone's doing something different doesn't mean they're wrong, and it doesn't mean you're right. Just respect it, you know. Like that's the main thing I try to tell people nowadays is just respect it, you know, like just because you don't agree with the guy doesn't mean you gotta go fight and argue the guy, you know. Like when I hear somebody tell me something different or have a different opinion, I like to hear them out. I'm like, okay, cool, you know, like not gonna agree with you, but if that's the way you think, whatever, you know, like you're not gonna. The famous saying, the famous saying that I like is like, you're not gonna convince a fly that it's eating shit. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna just keep doing it. You know, you're not gonna convince a fly to stop eating shit. There it is gonna go through that. So that's just what it is.
Dude, that's a great one. I haven't heard that one before. I'm using that. That's so good. Oh man, Max, you're a legend. Hey, Max, I gotta ask you, where did you first think of how did this thing come about where you point at the center of the mat and you say, let's dance, you know, let's get boogie right here? Like, where did that come about?
I think it's just in everyone, you know. I think you guys both are competitors at the highest level in your guys' stuff, and you know, when it's at that point of like,
let's go,
like a lot of chirping, a lot of talking, you guys in the huddle, and I can see all you guys, man, like, let's fucking go, boys. This is the point we need, you know. You guys could even be smashing it, or even like you're being up and be like, look, let's go put these guys away now, you know. It's just in you, you know what I mean? Like I like to tell people, it's just in you. The first time I ever did that was against Ricardo Lamas, and it was almost the same thing. Like I felt like I was up on the scoreboard, like easily up on the scoreboard. You know, I was winning the fight. I had the fight won. All I had to do was run away for 10 seconds. But if you watch the fight of Ricardo Lamas, he does something like he goes like this, like come on, and I was tripping out. Like I was like moving back, like what the hell? Come on, bro. It's like the last minute, like it's the last 30 seconds of the fight. What are you talking? You come on, like you've been like where were you? Whatever. And then he did something else, and then I remember in my mind he did 3 things. So the first time I let it slide. The second time I was like, bro, you're crazy. And the third time I was like, you know what? If you want to do it, let's go. That's the first time I ever did point to the ground, and that's like my logo. I actually had my logo. My logo is actually my point to the ground and stuff. And I had this logo before this fight. And that's where it originated from. You know, I wanted to make a logo that wasn't like the typical, like just my initials. Like my initials is in it. My MH is fit in with my fist going down, but I didn't want it to be the typical way. You know, I wanted my logo to speak to someone, and when they see it, they remember a moment. They can, you know, like the Michael Jordan logo, like that is crazy. You know, like I wanted something like Michael Jordan's logo where, his Jumpman logo. I was like, I want something like that. So when somebody grabbed my gear or the merch that I sell, they put it on, they can feel that moment, you know. And I was glad I got to do it. You know, I did that a long time ago. I think it was like 7 years ago, or no, not 7, 9 to 8 years ago. And then to do it here, bro, at UFC 300 against Justin Gaethje, one of the most scariest man in that weight division, and to just have everything, how big of the card it was, who the man was, the timing, everything, and then to finish the fight like that, to have the fight I was having before that was great, you know. And it was just amazing, man. You know, I mean,
iconic. It's iconic, dude.
it's in the nickname. I tell everybody, brother. I'm blessed. You know, the nickname is for a reason.
Yep, that's right. Blessed. And you are the blessed man forever, dude. And that logo, I'm telling you, is iconic. And where can people support you as well? Like, where can they go get some merch from you?
Oh yeah, brother. Thank you, brother. My merch store is shopmaxholloway.com. We actually just had a drop of Blessed Man Forever merch. So make sure you
There we
guys go
go.
pick it up.
Yes.
Go pick it up.
Support.
It's fun. This is one of
Oh,
my
yeah, dude.
favorite lines, man. We dropped we got a couple shirts, hats, and shorts in it, but there's a couple shirts in there that I really love. So you guys gotta go get it.
Yeah, that moment, those moments will go down in history, all time, most iconic moments. So to have like that encapsulated in the logo, like you said, is so powerful. Go out
Thank
there, support this man, and show
It has
some
me
love.
thinking of like what silhouettes of
Yeah.
on-field moments I get out. I'm like, damn, that's actually brilliant. Yeah, and you're right. To make people feel something with your logo, like an actual moment, bring them back to a moment in a fight or a match or something.
Mhm.
Great marketing, man. Good
Bro,
job.
make them, bro. Make them so when they see it, they're like, this is
Yeah.
Marcelo, like this. I used to do
Yeah.
this, it's just what you want to capture, and I hope so ESPN capture it. It's just you want the guy, like fighting does so well because like I said, everybody fought sometime in their life,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
why it is, like
Yeah.
I saw Dana White talk about this, like surfing, brother, when you're there watching surfing live, like a pipeline or a Tahiti wave, like you feel the
Mhm.
power, you hear the power there live, like boom, the wave pounding,
Yeah.
whatever. It's a different feeling from when it's on TV and
Oh,
you're just
yeah.
watching this wave just go like this. And then
Mhm.
you see guys that never surfed in their life and be like, what is so cool about that? Like what? Like it's crazy,
Yeah.
like 'cause I grew up around the water, you grew up around San Diego, the ocean and stuff, and people are just like they're really just dumbfounded about certain things. So like hopefully with ESPN, that event coming up,
Yeah.
they gotta capture it, capture the
Yeah, correct.
show freaking Tyler running someone down and screaming in someone's face. Marcel, you guys doing that kind of stuff. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You need emotion, like these guys gotta feel the emotion through the TV to really capture someone.
Straight up. I actually have a cool story about surfing. My mom grew up in Santa Cruz, California, up in the Bay Area up there.
Nice.
And we would go watch Mavericks whenever the
Oh
Mavericks
my
would come.
God, that's a wave. Yeah.
Oh my God is right, dude. And there was one year, me and my little bro, I was probably like in my early 20s. My little bro is like 12 or something. And we're out at Mavericks watching these waves. And they're, no lie, like 6 stories, 7 stories tall. These waves
Oh,
are insane. And there was this rogue wave that came through. And like you said, the sounds are crazy coming off the water with these huge waves. And then this rogue wave came and almost took my brother. And then we climbed all the way up to the top of the hill. And then another bigger one came rolling through. And there was a whole surf competition. And I think it made the news and stuff. And this wave like took out the whole surf competition. But being at an event, like you said, same with the paintball tournament, like when you're at these events, it's buzzing and you can feel the energy. And we got to find a way to encapsulate like that kind of stuff with ESPN. And I think they're going to do post-production. So they're going to make it like a nice show and everything. But we have to get that emotion.
Gotta, bro. You gotta, you want people to stay. They, gotta have something. They gotta have a feeling for it. A bunch of guys like with paintball and stuff. A bunch of guys, they gotta think ESPN needs to know, and I'm sure they know. Like probably guys never even shot a gun. You know what I mean? So they don't know what it is, or maybe playing. Maybe they did now because the gel blasters is going crazy. The Nerf guns, right? But the gel blast is going crazy. So. It's just insane. And then once I'm so happy to hear about the post-production, because once they start hearing stuff like this, like how we was talking about, how about game planning and points and like, you capture those guys and those guys are like, what the hell? I want to watch this when is the next one? Like, what? These guys are putting this much time and effort. Like I didn't know that. Oh, all I can do now is sit for a minute and we win this point, so that's just what it is. It's I think it's gonna do super good, bro. Who doesn't, bro? And then you're just getting splatter everywhere, bro. You just need to Tyler and Marcelo. You guys just need to overshoot people. Overshoot people, and people are gonna be like, "Hell yeah, yes!" Let's just keep going, keep shooting.
He's not
so
wrong.
glad you said that, man. I'm so glad you said that actually, because that's always been a contentious. It's a rule that the professional division did away with a while ago. Before they would give penalties if you would overshoot someone, and then recently. They decided, okay, you guys are pros. We're not going to give penalties for overshooting, but there is a line that you can cross into unsportsmanlike conduct. But
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
overshooting is like a fun part of the game, you know,
Yeah.
and it's exciting. And you get someone in someone's face a little bit. Let there be emotion on the field.
Yeah.
You know, that's what people want to see.
And it's not even really bad, some of the overshooting you guys do.
Ah.
Like I hope there's just a Mexican standoff. Like that'd be crazy. Like that overshooting would be fun. That'd be great. Like, what the hell did you see that? Maybe that makes Sports Center top 10. That'd be amazing. But you know, even with like the overshooting, like, you know, sometimes I understand over here in the field and stuff, and like some guys even like when we're playing, like, oh yeah, sorry for overshooting. I'm like, brother, we're playing paintball, bro. Like,
Yeah.
really, like, and it's not like you freaking overshot me, like running me down point blank, pop. It's like we're far, like we don't know what's like, you don't know if you hit me or not. So it is what it is. Keep shooting the guy until his gun go up, you know, or until he put his gun down. Because how much times I saw, no, I mean, you guys been around the game forever. How much times did I see someone run, two shot someone, boom, looking for the next guy, get shot back, and it's not a penalty. Now two guys, now you're dead. Versus when you just freaking play it on him, pop, and then you just keep looking, and then you look around, you know, like so much times I see you guys run down someone or whatever, and you just two shot them to be nice and go looking for the other guy. They turn around, they shoot you in your leg. They're like, oh, then you get the flag. And you get a red flag for playing on. I'm like, oh, what is going on? It's crazy.
It does happen. And you're right. And number one, you know, for everyone listening, on the pro field is different out there. Safety first, always. Like, we don't ever want someone to get so close to where we're like bumping barrels. But as long as you have some distance in between us, and we could, you know, go at it. We're grown men, grown women, and if you're in that arena, it's go time, you know, and it is entertaining. And what the bigger thing you're speaking to is the entertainment value. We need to bring entertainment value to the sport, something captivating. Why do you think UFC is so big? Because people get laid out. People get laid out, and there is so much entertainment value in watching a crazy fight. And if we can bring just
the promotion leading up to fights, like I'll never forget the Ronda Rousey Betch Correa fight back in the day. Never heard of either one of those fighters, and all of the promotional videos for that fight. I used to watch UFC a ton back in the day. I stopped for quite a bit of time, and recently I've gotten back into it. But I was so excited to watch that fight because of the shit talking that went on between those two. You know, it was incredible. You know, I was like, man, I want Ronda Rousey to knock her out. You know, like I was so invested before the fight even happened, you know, because of all the promotions that the UFC did, all the interviews, all of the behind the scenes stuff. You got to kind of go and see inside Ronda Rousey's training, you know, and Betch Correa's training. That to me, like I was invested. I was like, okay, I have to watch this. I'm going to pay $100, whatever it is, for that fight. You know, whatever. I don't know. I don't remember if that was the main card. Maybe, you know,
it was the main event, brother.
It was okay. Yeah. So I was like, I'm all in on watching this fight, you know, because all the promotions.
Yeah.
You know,
100%. You know, a lot of people, especially with a lot of people nowadays, they have like I mean, it's like a love-hate relationship, right? With Instagram and promoting, but that's just the world we live in now. You know, people want promotion. You know, if like, you know, when I'm going to my fights, we do our own little YouTube series now. UFC does a series, right? Like how you said you watched it, but you know, get on top of your content grind. You know, do it. You know, show people your work, especially young guys. You know, like I mean, if not everybody is interesting in just talking shit. You know what I mean? Some people just like seeing minds. Some people just like learning stuff. And some people like positivity, bro. You can be a positivity boy or girl, or, you know, woman or man or whatever, and just talk positivity. You know, I see a bunch. So my feed is about this positivity stuff, you know? And then of course with the fighting stuff, some guys we talk, but you don't have to be that way. But we live in a time where you do need to promote yourself. You know, you do need to. There. Everybody in this timeline is a content creator right now, and you just gotta stay with the pack, you know, or you get left behind. You know, that's the era that we're living in right now. And if you want anything to grow, you want your self promotion to grow. You know, your self product, whatever product you're trying to push, you need to make yourself grow in that way. You know, and you need to, like we said, like be entertaining and cultivate a couple guys and a couple things, and you know, make a following.
Yeah. And more now than ever, we have the power literally right in our hands. Like everybody's got the power to create their brand and to show their journey like never before. Like when we were kids, we had to show up. There was no other way to see fights or to see paintball matches. That I had to be at the gym. I had to be at the paintball field. You know, I had to be in the spots. And now we have so much technology that we can use to learn and to grow our brand and build awareness for what we're trying to accomplish. So it's massive. How do you prepare like mentally for these fights, Max? Like what do you do to like get ready to go to war?
Right. I mean, I say it all the time, to be the best, you gotta beat the best, and the best is blessed,
Hey, let's go.
That's just what it is, that's just what it is, if you don't believe, like whenever I talk to someone, I always tell them, if you don't believe you're the best in the world, then why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? You're just another guy, and that's cool, and if you don't believe it, that's cool. That's your prerogative. But I like to carry myself as the best, that's just what you got to do. Like if, and some people might see it as cocky, and some people might see it as confidence, and whatever person you are, good for you. But that's how I get myself to the show. That's how I get myself to the dance. That's how I get myself to the trainings that I need to be. Because if you're not your number one cheerleader, then who's gonna be? You know what I mean? Like we said, I have a strong, we have a strong family. I have a strong wife, but you got to be your biggest supporter, brother. Because she's not there with you all the time. She's not in the gym. What's happening when she's at home? When she's at home or she's somewhere doing her own thing or whatever she's doing, and you're at the gym and you got to get through it. She's not there cheering you on. You gotta figure out in yourself a way to find it in yourself to push through. And I think that's what separates a lot of people from good to great, and then from great to whatever. I tell people all the time, look, I tell a lot of our fighters, a lot of the fighters I talk to, I tell them, look, what is the difference between me and you? And then they're like, oh, you're in the UFC. I'm like, okay, yeah, experience. And I tell them, look, I can tell you what's the difference between the top 15 and the top 10 guys in the world. It's experience. Top 10 to top 5 experience. Top 5 to like maybe like the top 3 experience, and then the champion, and then like 1, 2. It's like it's this experience or a mindset. That's the only thing separating us. Like like I know how to throw a punch. He knows how to throw a punch. I know that he knows how to defend a takedown. I know how to defend a takedown. I know how to get a takedown. It's just breaking it down in that way of being simple. Like, this is simple. You guys are overthinking it. You just need to believe you're the best and train like you're the best and act like you're the best. There's a saying when I was coming up that I really like, and people is not going to like it because they're not going to see what the saying means. But practice don't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. And then a lot of people that they're like, oh my God, yeah, whatever. And then I see people tell me like, there's no such thing as perfect practice. Perfect practice. And I'm like, you might be right, but I strive to be perfect every single time. It might not be perfect, but I'm striving to be perfect, and I'm still doing. And when you put yourself to that caliber,
yeah, everybody
around you it got to come up. Like I tell our team whenever I talk to the team, I say, guys, we're like a boat. We're like a boat at the dock. When the tide rises, every boat goes up. When the tide goes down, every boat goes down. I don't know in what world or what boat dock you live at, that when the tide goes down, one boat is stood here and one boat is down here. That's not gonna work, guys. We all need to get on the same page. We all need to be great. And you need to just tell yourself, you need to have that self-talk with yourself and be like, look, you got this. I'm the best in the world, and so on and so on. Because if you're not doing it, no one else will, especially in this world, especially now with social media and stuff. Brother, if you start beating up yourself, there's a million other people online that's gonna help your cause. But then if you believe in yourself, like if you believe in yourself, it's contagious. If you start believing in yourself, people is gonna start getting behind you. You know what I mean? And if you start kicking yourself down, guess what? People are gonna get behind that too. That's just what it is. It's a mindset. It's a mindset, and knowing like be smart with it. Like I I tell people like, you don't have to go around and tell people. Like, I'm not gonna go up to a random person like, yeah, I'm the best guy in the world. What's up? You know, like
Yeah.
that's stupid, you know. But just keep it to you need to be your biggest cheerleader and keep it
Yeah.
to yourself. Some guys want to be loud about it. Go, that's your prerogative. But you know, the way I would go about it, I'd be quiet. But I just know that I'm one of the baddest men in the world, and that's what I tell myself. And if you're not telling yourself that, then I don't think any sport is for you. Because if you're not trying to be the greatest, whatever, I don't care what you're trying to be. I tell anybody, I tell kids when I go talk, I don't care if you're trying to be a trash man when you grow up. Be the world's greatest trash man. Be the employee of the month every month. So, you know, like whatever you do, you want to be a ballerina dancer, be the best ballerina dancer there is. Whatever it is, you know, if you want to be a lawyer, be the best damn lawyer it is. Wherever you're from, that's just what it is. That's the mindset I keep trying to tell people.
Yeah, man, you're your number one all-star player.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. Hell yeah, Max. That's outstanding, dude. So in your career, what were some of your favorite fights, or which would you consider to be like the most significant fight of your career so far?
If you had to tell me personally, I know a lot of people would have different opinions of it, but then my favorite fight ever, my best fight was fighting the King of Rio, Jose Aldo, in Rio, and then going out there doing what I did. I was a huge underdog, but then the backstory to it, like, bro, this guy's my favorite fighter, brother. He still is my favorite fighter. I still believe that he's the best featherweight in the world, with all the records and everything. Like, it's kind of crazy to say that he's not. How long he defended the belt, how long he did, like everything he did, what he did for the sport, not only in Brazil but in the whole entire world. He was one of the guys that, when the lighter weights came, he was the guy. He was the man.
Yeah.
So to fight him, you know, what is it saying? You know, train until your idols become your rivals, and that was crazy. That was crazy. I got to fight the King of Rio in Rio, and then to have my performance like that, make it for the undisputed UFC featherweight title at the time was it was amazing, man. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Yeah. I think that was the best fight ever. I don't think no fight that I can ever do from here to now that's ever going to beat that, because like I looked up to this guy. I put a lot of my fighting game around him just because he was the man, bro. He's Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's Jose damn Aldo, brother. He's the man. To do that, like I said, to the King of Rio in Rio was that is like the number one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh man, that's crazy. And like when you're going through the highs and lows of winning, losing, how do you handle all of that in such a public arena, all the highs and lows of, you know, the big wins and the big defeats and all that?
Bro, it's just a fight. It's just a fight, brother. It's just another day. It's just another day, you know. The tough thing, like what I like to explain to people, is that you know, MMA is one of the hardest sports to win and to lose in it, just because you're only as good as your last fight, right? Baseball, basketball, whatever big pro sport you can take, paintball, you know, you have a shitty showing in one of the matches, you can turn around real fast in the next point and make everybody forget about that match. Or you totally shit the bed one day, the next day you come back in, if you guys make it the next day, and you look like the damn man again, you know, like LeBron, you know what I mean? Like LeBron can go 0 for 10 from the field, not even have 2 points, one assist. You're the shittiest player in the world, brother. And then 3 days later, he fucking 40 points, you know, triple double. Oh my God, you're the GOAT. You know, that's just what it is. But you fight, bro. You fight, you lose, you get your ass kicked, or whatever it is. You get, you know, you get knocked out, you get submitted, whatever. You're not fighting for like 3 months if you're lucky. You know, if you're lucky, you get another fight in 3 months. You know, like let that sink in. You get another 3 months, so you're only as good as your last fight. You know, or even like you get hurt, you're out for a year, and the last fight was you getting hurt and getting your ass whooped. Like, what the hell is going on? And they don't remember. You know, like I've been here in my career. You know, after the third Alex fight, Volkanovski third fight, everybody said I should retire. I was done. It was like, you're done, this and that, you know. I was fighting an up-and-comer, hungry, undefeated prospect, Arnold Allen. You know, I went out there, like, oh my God, I guess he's not done. You know, fight Korean Zombie. oh wow, what is
Yeah.
going on? And in this fight with Gaethje, you know, it's just you're only as good as your last fight here. And the toughest thing with fighting is just that, you know, the fans is so like whatever. It's kind of wishy-washy because we don't have the freaking luxury of being able to go out there and erase their minds from the last one. You know, that last one gets to sink with them for at least 3 months, you know, and that sucks. But that's just what it is, you know. That's the fight game, you know. And this is what I signed up for, you know. That's the main thing you gotta tell yourself, you know what you're getting yourself into, you know. That's like me, you know, playing paintball with you guys, and then later on texting you guys like, hey man, look at the bruises you gave me. Like it's paintball, you know what I mean? You're gonna get shot, you're gonna get bruises. This is what it is. This comes with it.
Hell yeah.
Max, can I ask you a vulnerable question?
Yeah, for sure.
Was there ever a fight that you were preparing for that mentally you actually weren't confident going into? Maybe because you didn't have the training you were hoping for, or you just weren't in the usual mental space that you are accustomed to, but you found a way to overcome it, or maybe you didn't find a way to overcome it, you know. But did you ever have a moment in any of your fights where you went into it and you're like, man, it's just I'm not where I know I need to be or where I usually am?
Bro, I think so. It's not a fight I can like point out, but I can tell you, if even for you guys, if you guys are getting ready for a paintball match or whatever it is, or even professional sport people, if someone tell you they're not nervous or scared of anything, they're a damn liar. You know what I mean? Like that's just a lie. You know, like everybody asks me like, oh, do you get nervous before fights? Do you get scared? Or even your question, I was like, yes, I deal with this every day. I'm human. You know, guess what? Guess what? If a guy came into my room right now, and 3 different guys came into each of our room and they cut us, I'm pretty sure we're all going to be bleeding out red. Unless you're bleeding blue or green, then you're an alien. You know what I mean, brother? You're related to Elon Musk or something, because you're not from this world. But like I tell people, bro, we're all from this world. We're all humans.
We've never seen his blood over there, Tyler. We've never seen his blood. We're not sure what.
Hold on. Let me hold on. You ever seen one of these, Max?
Oh my god!
Tinfoil hat.
Oh, where is mine?
We have some funny tinfoil hat segments on the show every once in a while. You know?
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. See. If they didn't ever see your blood, that's kind of questionable, Tyler. But that's for another episode, I guess.
I guarantee you, I am human, my man. I am human. Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, but exactly. You know, that's just what I tell guys. Like I'm human. You know, and like even with a lot of these, especially with being a fighter or even being a role model to someone, right? Even your kids or even fans, right? They look at us in this light of being a superhero. Like we're their superhero, right? But then we got to remind them, like, look, we're humans, just like you guys. We got to deal with the same stuff. We deal with emotions. We deal with crazy wives. You know what I mean? You know, jokes aside, but we deal with everything. This is the stuff we deal with. You know, we all deal with. We all got something going on, and people, just because we're at a certain statue of our status, whatever, people just kind of think like, oh man, he's strong. They go forever. Like, brother, I dealt with depression. You know, I deal with this stuff. I thought depression wasn't real at one point in my life. You know, I had one of my best friends that he's since 7th grade, and he deals with it in and out all the time. And I used to always think like, what the hell is going on, bro? Get over it. And then I remember getting ready for one of my fights. I blew my ankle, and I just felt like my world got turned upside down. Like, what the hell? I'm going to be out for a long time. Like, what is going to go on? Where do I go from this? Start questioning. And then I kind of got into not kind of, you know, I was depressed. You know, I guess that was what depression is. And I remember like when I figured it out, I talked to my friend, and I was like, brother, I apologized to him. I was like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't know this shit was real, you know? And and then that's when I started opening up, like, you know, like I need to emotionally get better. My wife always tells me this, but that's just what we need to do. You know, we need to grow as human beings, you know. And it's never too old. Never too old to grow into a human being, you know, and be a better person. You just got to be a better person. I always told myself that I wanted to, when I leave this world, I want to leave it better than when I got into it. So
Yeah.
That is the main thing ever, and with this vulnerable questions, yes, I'm human. I have emotions. I get sad. I get mad. I mean, if you want to see me get mad, tune into my kick channel, kick.com/Max Holloway, and watch me play Apex, brother. You see some raging.
Yeah, man. No, you're so right, Max. And we're all in this crazy adventure together on this planet, and empathy is so key. We need to really, more than ever in this day and age with everything going on, really try to open up our hearts and be as empathetic as we possibly can, because we all have so much going on that is below the surface, and we're all human just trying to make a way in this world, every single one of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Yep. And so I want to kind of dive into, like, you kind of hit on it, the personal life. How do you balance your career and your personal life, being in the limelight and then going back to like normal life? Me and my dad joke around every once in a while when we talk about it. He's like, you're lucky that you're not actually like on TV for paintball, because you wouldn't be able to go to the market without having to, take photos and do all this stuff. So how do you balance all that?
I mean, it comes with the territory, right? That's the main thing, balancing. I'm still trying to be good, balancing with wife
Mm-hmm.
or boy. I still try to go, but I fall short all the time. I'm not gonna lie, be like, hey, I like to call myself the baddest man on the planet, but I'm working hard at it every single day, bro. Even with being a great husband, I'm working hard every single day. It's because, like I said, like we said, we're humans, and the pictures and everything is just, it comes with it, and I always blow my mind to see someone get mad or crazy about someone asking for your picture, because at the end of the day, that means you're doing something right, like people is like, oh, the fans like, does it get annoying or blah blah blah? I mean, like, no, never, like, this is what I signed up for, and
It's a
that means I'm doing
blessing.
my job. It'd be shitty walking around and not having somebody ask you for your picture at a certain point, I'd be like, wow, you must be a real asshole if that's happening to you. But at the end of the day, that's just what it is. It comes with the territory. I knew what it is. I knew what I signed up for, and that just means I'm doing my job the right way, and and a lot of guys are super respectful. It's not like, sometimes some people do act like when we're sitting at dinner and stuff, and that's like, oh, come on. But then I can understand, because what if you never ever see the guy? Like, if I saw someone, if I saw like a LeBron or a Kobe or something at some point in my life, and I saw him eating dinner, like, I don't want to. I don't want to be that guy. But man, when are you ever gonna run into this guy again? You never know, So like, it's shoot or shoot, bro. Shoot your shot, and if someone say no, bro, if someone say no, it is. At least you can tell yourself, I told myself, versus going home and be like, man, what if I asked him? What if he said yes? So shoot your shot, guys.
That's the motto too. That's the other motto we run with: shooters shoot. Oh man, you know them all, baby.
Day.
Hell yeah, Max.
Keep throwing them. I love it.
That's it.
Yeah, man. Max, this has been incredible so far, dude. I love the similarities and your mentality, and everything you kind of stand for has been awesome to learn about.
Thank you.
Really cool, man. Yeah.
I got to know his role models. Who are your role models growing up?
My role models growing up, brother. My grandpa. I don't know if you guys know my backstory too much. I didn't really have a dad, not at all. Not really didn't have a dad. That guy was just not there at all. So I had my grandpa. He took care of me. I'm actually named after my grandpa. I don't even know if you guys know, but my first name is actually Jerome Max.
That's right.
So I have two first names. I'm different.
Yeah, I'm different.
But
Ooh,
I'm actually named after him, and he's one of my role models. And then another role model was just one of my cousins. One of my cousins. He was just always like, he was a standard in my mind. I played baseball growing up, and I wanted to be a baseball player just like him. He plays video games to this day. We still play video games together. He's just a beast. The guy is just the most athletic, freak, smart guy I knew. And he was one of the guys that I looked up to, and I just always chased, And he's one of the reasons why I'm so competitive, or I think the way I think, like I would lose all the time, brother. I would lose in anything we did together. I would lose all the time to him, but I always tell him like, oh, yeah, I'll beat you one day. I'll get you that one. I'm yet to get the one, but we sit here, we chase it. 20 years later, we still chasing, brother. Hey, quitters never win.
Yeah,
Winners never quit. So let's go.
And there's another one, dude. Put it in the bank. We got quotes on days.
Legend.
That's so true.
What are your goals moving forward, Max? What do you still want to achieve in your fighting career, and where do you see yourself in like the next 5 years? Rolling into it,
brother. With fighting, I just wanna set records, bro. Get records. The number one thing right now is to get an undisputed title back. Get one of them back, and then hopefully I can get the 45 one back. We'll go do that, take care of that, and then hopefully can move up to 55 and fight for a title there. That'd be ideal. Fight for the 145, get the title, and then try to go back up to 55 and get a title again. So we see what happens, and then other than the titles is great, titles is cool, but I just want to get records, set records, and in my mind, setting the records is not for a personal feel. Like, it's great having these records and having all these numbers, but I want to set them so we can set up the next generation. I want to set records and have all these records and whatever, so I can tell the next generation, like, hey, here is what I did in my career. Now you go get it. And if you can beat it, great on you. But this is the standard. Go kill it. Go get it. Go chase after it. Whatever the goal is, like whatever it is, the striking record, this and that, like go beat it. Like I dare you. I dare you. That's the number one thing that I want to do. I want to inspire the next generation, and hopefully I can inspire in that way. Hopefully some kids see the record and be like, I'm going to go after this, and hopefully to get it. I want to be beaten. What is this sport if there's a record sitting on there forever? I hope every record I ever set get beaten, because the sport needs to grow, and we need to see better athletes coming up too. And then the next 5 years, hopefully a couple more podcasts with you guys. Hopefully I see you guys out at a NXL one of these days. I wanna play like division.
Hey, you let me know when you want to go. Anytime you want to go to NXL, you got the golden ticket all the way through the whole deal.
Man. Yeah, I want to go with the boys. I want them to. I want to go play, brother. I want to go play. I really want to go play. I know I've been harassing Royce and GJ and stuff.
Yeah,
I want to go play. I did a mechanic tournament. That was fun. But that's not speedball, brother. It's not speedball.
So we just learned what his post fight career is going to look like. He's going to be chasing a pro paintball career.
There we go.
We're going to get him on the NXL pro field.
If my body can uphold it, I'll go do it, brother. I would love to do it. I would love to go and play. I love playing paintball, and hopefully, even before I'm done, hopefully I can fit one in. All the time that a bunch of the boys did the NXL, I had a fight going up, so I couldn't go. So hopefully we can find a time where I can get out there and get to a tournament, brother, because I want to play whatever. I think they play I think so. We have a team that plays D4, D3 or something, but I always give them hard shit. I was like, bro, freaking just go straight to D2 or something. Let's just play it. Just play it. And
let's get it going.
We get our ass kicked. It is what it is. Let's just go compete, though.
Yeah. Shoot or shoot, baby.
Shoot or shoot. Well, hey, we got your back for life. If you ever need anything off the field, we got you. And if you ever just want to come watch a tournament, we'll get you the VIP treatment and get you the all the passes to come and watch the tournaments as well. So you just let us know.
Oh yeah, do some 100%. Pod runs or something. That'll be fun.
Hey, you can come help us in the pit. You'll be with Houston Heat. Come help.
You gotta come out there with Dynasty. You're a come winner. You like to win.
Don't talk South on Heat like that.
I wasn't talking South about Heat. I was just saying you like to win.
I hope they do like a countdown or even like press conferences. Imagine you guys doing like a little press conference before the show at ESPN on the desk, and that's
what we're saying.
Yeah, that'd be so awesome.
100%. Like you guys, a lot of the players are so worried about they will do some post game interviews or pre game interviews, and players are really worried about like saying the wrong thing, or being too aggressive. And in one sense, I understand it. I've always kind of been a consummate professional, and I don't really like to talk shit, but I'm to a point now with paintball, like, dude, let's take this thing to the next level. Let's go. Like, let's get, if me and Tyler are going to play each other and ESPN's filming, dude, let's get on the mics and let's talk it up. We're boys afterwards, but let's talk it up,
Exactly.
Like, let's have fun with it. Why not?
Exactly, bro. I mean, even with like, this is a couple people's MOs. Like, they feel like they gotta hate somebody to fight, but I'm like, brother, like, I don't need to. I don't care. You signed a contract, bro. I get paid a lot of money, bro. I'm going in there to be smart, bro. I ain't trying to be an idiot. I'm trying to get this win. And if you're cool and you're nice to me, that's fine, bro. But for 25 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever it is, at that time, I ain't gonna feel bad. Like, even this last fight, like, with me and Justin in school and stuff. And then Justin said one of our first times meeting after the fight being announced, we did a Q&A together, and he was like, I hope Max comes in there and try to take my head off, because I am, I'd lose respect for him if he doesn't. And I said, brother, no love lost, my guy. I beat up guys that I actually really like train in and day out with, you know what I mean? And I get my ass beat from them. Like, it is what it is, like, I don't care, this is a fight game, bro. It's a fight, and I mean, Marcelo, Tyler, you guys both should do like freaking little YouTube countdowns, bro. Like, up to the week of, and drop one, and show the interaction of you guys just playing around. Like, I used to, we have our camera following me around all the time, and it kind of feels like your guys' connection is just like how me and DC is. I never ever got to fight that fat man, but that's the difference. You guys got to shoot each other. I could never ever fight him, which I really wish I could. I wish he'd come out of retirement and fight my ass, bro. That guy's been running away for so long. I called that man out so much times, brother. So much times I forced him to retire. I felt terrible.
Oh, damn.
That is what it is, but I'll just but hopefully, bro. Hopefully we can see you guys get on YouTube, do that post-fight, pre-fight interview, do a countdown, bro. One of you guys make a YouTube countdown for the next upcoming week. Show a little bit of practice it, show the travel there. Show you guys, like, even show the behind the scenes. A lot of the fans, bro, want to see you guys behind. Especially, I would say, from like young pro paintball players. Like, if I was like one of them youngest, I would love to see what you guys are eating, what you guys are doing, what you guys talking about. How are you guys? Because if you look at it, right, we only can see you guys at points. We guys see you guys,
right?
Screaming, whatever. You guys have the podcast now, so I bet they have a better understanding how you are. But like all these jokester side and stuff, and especially with the content, like, you guys control everything. So if you guys do slip up, like, it's like, hey, you tell your editor, hey, brother, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Get this shit out of here, How much times I gotta tell my editor? Lucky my editor is my friend. Like, bro, come on.
Luckily, our editor is us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, actually, my teammate, his name is Ronnie Dizon. He's amazing, and he does such a great job of documenting behind the scenes. So, with him as a part of Houston Heat, he's out there capturing what we're eating, what the travel days like, and all that. And like the fans, we need more of that. We need every single pro organization to have one or two people that are showing that side too, for sure.
Oh yeah, bro. Because then now you become relatable, Like, if they see you guys doing all the badass shit, I can't relate to that. Because then when I go to the paintball field, I can't be doing badass shit. You know what I mean? But then if I see you guys playing video games, talking like this, joking around, like, hey, I joke with my friend, and then you become more relatable, and these fans is like, oh yeah, totally sick. I like you more as a person. Like, with our YouTube stuff, bro, I made so many personalities out, like Hiker Holloway, Max Food, Gaming Max. And everybody trip out all the time with food, bro. They're like, oh my God, Max is a sweets guy. And like, they really, the two things that people want me besides fighting is Hiker Holloway. We made this guy named Hiker Holloway, which is terrible because I hate hiking. I hate it. I hate hiking, but Hiker Holloway knows all, brother. When I'm Hiker Holloway, he knows all, bro. He knows everything. Even if it's made up, he knows it, bro. I'm just saying. But then even food, everybody loves food, bro. If you don't love food, you're weird. You're certified weirdo, brother.
Facts. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food,
bro? Favorite meal.
My favorite meal?
Favorite meal. Yeah.
Actually,
wife.
this is
my
a
wife,
Discord. One of our
Yeah.
members, Verb, in our Discord. We're actually going to ask you some questions here in a
Oh
second
shit!
from
Did
our
I just steal
community.
Verb's question? I
That's
just stole
Verb's question.
God, now see,
Yeah.
see Marcelo. See, everybody who's an asshole can now relate to Marcelo. It's perfect, you know.
Let's go.
Hey, he's a question stealer, guys. Come on, you don't want to be a
Stole
question
it.
stealer, brother.
Stole it.
Hey, but
Damn, Verb, my bad, bro.
my favorite food, bro, is my wife. She makes this. It's like a red sauce, like a red sauce with chicken. Like, oh my, I don't know if you guys love rice, but us Hawaiians, we
Oh,
love
yeah.
rice. So it's
Yeah.
rice with chicken and mushrooms and spinach inside and all over. So it's like kind of like almost like not a gravy kind of stuff, but kind of like a gravy, not thick like a gravy. It's almost like a pasta sauce. It's so good, bro. I love it.
Interesting.
What's it
Bro,
called?
I didn't even know what she called. I call it red sauce, but I don't know what it is.
It's a little homemade. It's some like a
Delicious.
Hawaiian meal.
She make it herself. Yeah, she make it herself.
Wow. Nice.
Dude, Hawaii is one of my all-time favorite places on the whole planet. And, you know, it's so funny. For a long time, I thought it was overrated. Before I went, you know, when I was younger, I was like, it's a tourist place to go. It's overrated.
Yeah.
You know, I first went, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. And since then, I mean, I sneak away and go to Hawaii for like a couple of days, kind of all the time. And I've been to Honolulu a couple times. Hawaii is fucking amazing, dude.
Brother, you really wanna enjoy like the islands or whatever, even with your girl and stuff. Bro, you gotta go to like Honolulu, Oahu, where I'm from. Honolulu is cool. It is more like touristy or whatever. If you like the city living, right? But if you want to just like chill with your girl or whatever, or just get away and not even talk to no one, bro, go to Kauai or something, brother.
Hawaii is my favorite island. It's my favorite island.
Is the bro. It's so that is Hawaii, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
it hurts me to say it because I'm a Oahu boy, but that is Hawaii, bro. That's as close as older Hawaii you're gonna get because like over here in Oahu, everything is getting built up and. You know, with Waikiki being Waikiki, it is what it is. You know, that's what it is. That's what we're for tourists, right? So that's just what it is. But I'm so happy that you got to go Kauai. You see the greenery, you see the stuff. Like Holloway knows a bunch of trails over there. So let me know.
Oh, what's your favorite one?
I have no idea. I was hoping you did actually.
Yeah.
I did a couple, but I was like, oh man.
No, I've done Waimea Canyon, and then obviously like Nepali Coast is incredible. But
Nepali Coast is crazy.
It's like, man, when you land in Kauai, even the drive to wherever you're staying you're just in awe. You feel like you're in the middle of Jurassic Park or something.
It's green,
it's wild.
Yeah,
it is so green.
Was it raining when you was there?
I mean, there's always a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
There's always a little bit of rain, but it's like
long
still
as it
gorgeous.
Storming.
Yeah, no, it wasn't storming, but you get a little bit, you know, late afternoon, get a little bit of rain.
Oh yeah.
Love it, man. Bubba's Burgers.
Bubba's
top spot over there.
Bubba's Burgers.
Spot.
Have you been to Bubba's Burgers?
No, I never did. I got a boy from over there that talks about it.
There we go. What's it like being married to a pro surfer? And do you travel to like competitions and stuff with her?
I didn't go to a competition with her. No, she's doing free surfing right now. So when we got together, she kind of like went like the surf league was kind of changing. The World Surf League was kind of changing the tour and stuff. So she kind of was like kind of getting over it. So like right now she's doing a lot of free surfing.
Nice.
And this is sick, bro. I mean, surfing helps so much with going to surf with her and paddling or whatever. It helps so much with my fighting, bro. It's kind of crazy, you know.
Yeah.
The whole Calvin Cater fight. I don't know if you guys saw that fight, but the whole camp I surfed like I think so like 3 times a week, maybe 4. Maybe every like almost after every training we was going and we was surfing because that was during pandemic and stuff and everything was locked down and the only thing you could do was go to the beach.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even stay on the beach. You had to be in the water. So we were surfing a bunch, but it's amazing, bro. And like, you know, the type of career, she had a great successful career and it was just, you know, she's one of the best surfers in the world, considered one of the best surfers in the world at one point in her career. And it's just crazy to see different mindsets, like you said, like to hear your guys' mindset on certain things and to hear how she gets in the mode and their mindset. And I mean, surfing, bro, I tell people all the time, like a bunch of surfers always tell me, bro, yeah, you're crazy what you do. I was like, brother, I'll get punched in the face, bro. I understand I get kicked. I can kind of control or try to control a man to the person I'm fighting to move a certain way so I can land something, I can slip, I can dodge. I'm like, brother, Mother Nature is not telling you, hey
Yeah.
guys, look, 20-foot wave is coming after this little 3-footer, like it's not going to. And then when you're like getting hold down underneath, getting freaking washing machine, they're not like, okay, 5 more seconds, just stay down. No, you're getting pummeled, like surfing is a wild sport, bro. And
It is.
she's a beast, she's a beast. She's strong. She's strong as shit, bro. I hate how strong she is. Again, I always play around and stuff. She punches and kicks and knees me. I'm like, right, even though you're a girl, they hurt. Like, you're a fighter. You're a fighter. It shouldn't hurt. I'm like, it should hurt.
No,
I'm a human being. Because I'm a fighter, doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
That's hilarious. Yeah, and there's something therapeutic about the water too. Like in between your training, getting that salt water and being in the water. There's something really special about that.
For sure. I don't know if you guys ever heard, but there's this thing called mana here on the islands. And mana is spiritual power. And that is like the spiritual power comes from the land, the ocean, the wind, wherever really, from your ancestors, from other people, spiritual power. And that's what a lot of Hawaiians do. They'd go into the salt water to go and recover, to heal themselves and to just feel better.
Yeah, man. Hawaiian culture is one of the most beautiful cultures in the world too. Like the people are just so wholesome and have the biggest hearts of like almost any people you'll ever meet in the world.
Yeah, Hawaiians are the best, brother. They're the best.
Shut
unless
up.
you look at them the wrong way, then things might go south. But
then it gets crazy. Then it gets crazy.
I'm actually going tomorrow to see. Do you know who Holloway Kai is by any chance?
Oh
yeah. Nice. Yeah. So one of my best friends is the lead singer in a group called Through the Roots. I don't know if you've heard of them. They play in Hawaii sometimes, but they're playing with Holloway Kai tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
At the San Diego. So gonna go check them out.
Sick.
Yeah, you got to check out Through the Roots. They're a really good group.
Bro, I'm sure I heard their songs. I'm sure, bro. I'm terrible at names, but I'm sure I heard their songs.
Yeah, they get big Hawaiian love for sure.
Oh yeah.
All right, do you got a couple minutes so we could dive into some of these questions from our community? All right, you're the man, Max, and thank you so much for being here with us, bro.
Thanks for having me, brother.
This is huge for paintball.
Thank you for being so cool, bro. You guys both so cool, but remember, when I see this countdown shit, you better be talking shit to him or so. You're known as the asshole already, brother. You're the asshole already. You're the question stealer, so you got to get after Tyler, brother.
Oh, Jesus. I guess I'm owning that rep. Here we go.
Shit. You got one?
That's a third. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go straight for this one. We're talking about shooters shoot, so fuck it. Fab wants to know. He says, Max, the paintball community appreciates you hopping on. 2 questions. Would you consider paintball to be a combat sport? Question number 1. And then the shooter shoot part is question number 2. Let's answer question number 1 first.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I think it's a combat sport. You're getting shot. You're getting hit. You got to be tactical. Brother, when I first came and GJ started showing me like how to move on one bunker, I was like, what the? And he started showing me like bounce shots and shit. I was like, what is this? This is insane. So it's very, you got to come with strategy, bro. There's a strategy to it. There's a way to play it, and there's combat. Because you're getting hit, bro. At the end of the day, you're getting hit. So yes, it is a combat. You can't punch someone. You could accidentally run someone over after you shoot them. So, for sure, combat 100%.
Even Max, the way that we posture, like when I hold my gun, is almost like a fighting stance, you know. And then when I switch, so even the feel of when I'm gunfighting and like holding, it's kind of like a fighting posture too, which is
like it's a boxing stance because you guys stand sideways to make your body small, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Your body small to peak,
correct,
and snap, and so 100%.
Yeah, my boy's got it. Okay, and then part 2 of this, which, bro, can you help get Marcelo and Tyler on Joe Rogan Experience? It would be huge.
Brother, it is what it is, bro. I can tell him. I can ask.
Bro, honestly, I feel like
Joe is gonna say no. Okay.
I feel like Joe would love paintball. I truly do. Like I listen to a lot of his shows, right? I listen to your episode with him. I listen to a lot of Rogan. I feel like he would love paintball. It's like it kind of encompasses a lot of stuff with mixed martial arts, and I feel like he would love it.
Brother, I'm just gonna
let's send it.
Yeah, send it. I'm just gonna tell him, brother. I'm gonna tell Joe Rogan, brother. I know someone who they're like the LeBron and Kyrie, You guys need to figure out who's LeBron, who's Kyrie of paintball.
We're gonna
And
go
you
with
gotta get on the show.
we're gonna go with let's see, Kobe and Jordan. You know, Ty can
Oh,
be
okay,
Jordan. I'll be
perfect.
Kobe.
Oh, yeah, you guys both different
LeBron
teams
is a
this side.
bum,
It's not
dude.
even- yeah.
LeBron is a bum.
Oh man, you can't say that during this time.
Marcelo.
LeBron's not a bum.
Shoot.
I just, hey, I'm a Kobe fan, you know.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think he would love it. I think he would love what we do
Oh,
and would be
He's
really
a
excited
hunter.
about the
He
sport.
does bow and arrow.
exactly.
He does bows and arrow stuff.
Totally.
Bro, he would love paintball.
Totally.
I think
We'd
he'd
have
love
a
paintball.
sick
For
conversation.
sure. It'd be
You know?
crazy. Yeah. All right. Mine's from Mark Paris. And thank you, everybody, for tapping in on the Discord, being a part of our community. We love you. Max, if you had to put together a 5-man squad of UFC vets to play some
Hell yeah.
paintball, who are you picking and why?
Oh, 5-man squad
Yeah.
paintball.
Who you got on your team?
Silva,
Okay.
for sure.
He
Anderson
plays.
Silva. Yeah, he plays. That's why. That's
Yeah,
how come I
let's
called him
go.
out. Anderson Silva. I don't even know who else plays. All right, we gotta think of some athletic guys that can move, brother.
Yeah.
Probably Aldo. Maybe Aldo is super athletic. He can. I don't speak Portuguese, so someone gonna have to talk to him. Tell him the game plan. Oh, that's why we got Anderson. Anderson can speak English, so both.
There we go.
Me, Anderson, Jose right now. Who's the other two? Me, guys. I would think me and Aldo would be the pushers. So Anderson can stay home. We're gonna need another corner guy to back up Aldo or me. So someone who's like, bro, you're putting me on the spot, bro. I can't think.
An
bro.
intelligent. You got to have like a high IQ guy to help you guys down
I
the
play
field.
Demetrius. Maybe we send Demetrius in. So Demetrius to 4. So we
There
need
we
one
go.
more.
One
I'll
more.
send Demetrius up actually. He's small. He's fast. He's nimble.
It's a good squad already right here.
Yeah. Who else is that? I want a guy who just like super smart and just willing to stick to his game plan.
Another dog out there eating.
Who's gonna stick to their game plan when they're doing it, man?
You know what?
I
I'll
don't-
be on the squad. I've never fought, but I'm going in. I'm on the
we just
team.
make you fight one time, brother.
Yeah,
you fight
yeah.
Marcelo.
There we
You
go.
know, like and perfect.
Let's
You're on the
go.
team.
We're in there.
Let's go. We're both in. Dude, that's a squad. I'll tell you what, we'll win
Oh,
some
bro,
games.
that's a
yeah.
squad, bro. That's not,
If
that's not
if we
fair,
don't give
bro.
each other too many concussions in the fight, we'll win some paintball
Then,
matches.
yeah, it should be good to go.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Jinx420 wants to know, Max, what's something you enjoy in paintball that you can't find in the UFC or fighting?
Shooting someone,
Mm.
shooting some,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Watching the ball splatter, brother, and telling someone like, I don't like swearing, brother. Like I swear here and there, like I really don't like. But when I'm playing paintball, brother, get the F out is my favorite word. I swear to God, I get scoldings all the time from the boys. Like, bro, you gotta stop. Like, whenever we get back, you can't be saying that shit. I'm like, bro, the guy's not moving.
I'm
I swear
live.
I saw like 4 shots hit him, and like, bro, like get out.
Yeah.
Like, get out already. What are you doing? Checking yourself. I saw 4 things hit you, bro. You felt pop, pop, pop. Get out.
Yeah. Come on.
Even if it didn't pop, get the hell out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Get the
I love
pop out.
GJ. I love GJ because all the time, GJ, he made me do this. Like he's like, bro, Max, you feel a shot? Because he got shot one time and he walked off, and I was like, bro, I didn't see a splat. He was like, bro, the paintball I play with is so brittle. The paint that they play with at the tourney is so brittle. I just walk off. Like
Yeah.
if I keep playing on, it'd make no sense. Like
Yeah,
I'm not even
totally.
helping myself. So that's the
Mhm.
come. Like when we play with some guys, and I'm using like shitty. I don't know. We're using some bad paint, and I'm like, bro, you get hit for like if I get hit one time, whatever. Like I'm not playing for a tourney, so it's like I play on and I don't see his stuff. But like I saw like 5 of it drop in there or 6. Like my whole fucking pod is in there. Like what are you doing, brother?
You're
Get
done.
the hell out of there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's all bounced. I talked to him after. The guy's like, it bounced. I was like, bounced my ass, bro. Did you roll on the ground?
That's the struggle. That is the struggle for sure. And yeah, if you get bounced 9 times, you're done.
Right.
Get on out of there.
Right.
Come
I
on.
usually
on?
come out on bounces in practice because the same reason as GJ. Like
Yeah.
if I get hit hard, I'm like, okay, that's a mistake. I made a mistake. So, I want to leave the field, right? In the tournament, that's probably going to break. And in the tournament, if you get bounced, it's a bonus. You don't have to leave the field. But in practice, if I get hit, I just walk out,
Mhm.
Exactly.
All right, I got one from. Let's see. Damn, we got a lot of questions. People are excited you're here, Max. And the
Oh, yeah.
paintball world is buzzing, man. Just to know that you love the game. Let's see. we've got Manny. Max, if there was an equivalent to the BMF in paintball, who would you give the trophy to? Do you follow paintball a little bit?
Brother, I don't think I followed that close.
Yeah.
I don't think I followed that close. But man, we did DJ was telling me that there was someone.
Oh, they did a standoff like you were talking about. They did we call him the Bruiser.
The Bruiser?
Yeah, Boyum, the Boyum brothers. They're these brothers.
Yeah.
And they're just bruisers, bro. And they did these standoffs in pro games. It was Dylan, I think, right?
It was Dylan and JC, yeah, from Impact.
Yeah, Dylan and JC did a standoff for like 10 or 15 seconds.
Yeah, I saw that clip. That was crazy. When they wasn't even they wasn't looking away. Yeah. But that's what I mean. That's the clip you need on ESPN, bro. That's the top 10. That's the top 10 moment of this. It was at the back end of the field, right? And they just kept going, and the game was done, and they just kept going. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing though, because people get hyped for that,
Yeah,
for sure they do.
That's a BMF moment right there. They pointed
Straight
down
up.
and just
and still walked away homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still friends.
That's cool. See, that's cool as hell. Like that's the switch you need to flip when you're in there. I don't care. I don't care who you are. If you're on their side, I don't care.
Go get it.
If you played against me, you're getting shot. I'm sorry.
That's it. Straight up.
Totally. Max, yeah, we do have a ton of questions, but honestly, we've already discussed a lot of these. So this, I think, is my last one. It's from Osborne for this. Max, if you could join one pro paintball team today, which one would it be and why?
Man, I would, personally, if I got to join one today, I would just love to stick with GJ. So I'd have to go Brooklyn Bears with him. I just want to stay with him. I just want to play. I like to play a professional with him. Play a professional.
The Bears
game
are dope too.
That guy is so cool. I know Dynasty, you guys winning. And I know Tyler over here is the man of paintball. He is the face of paintball right now, but I'd have to stick with the Hawaiian, and hopefully we just screw some games up for you guys.
The Bears are
just get a Tyler smile. I'll shoot your pod before you come out or something.
Oh shit, like that? Like that? Like that. Okay. I see you. The Bears, dude, they're one of my favorite organizations. When we talk about energy, they got the energy, man, and they bring the best energy. Even when we do training events with them, they'll come out to like Texas and train with us. Always the best energy. Love those guys. Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, honestly, I think, man, Max, I'm just grateful that you gave us this time, bro, and so thankful to have you in the paintball community. And if there's ever anything that you need, you just let us know. We'll get you out to these NXL events and have some fun, man.
Oh, no. Thank you guys so much. Again. Sorry that it took forever to get us on, but no. I do not I do not like doing media or whatever, so I always wait to close down. So thank you guys for putting up with me. Thank you, Tyler. Yeah, both of you guys for putting up with me and finally getting this done. It's amazing. Talking paintball, seeing your guys' mindsets, seeing the way it is. It's like it's letting people know, like, bro, like when you want to be great at anything you want to do, it definitely takes the same mindset. Just because we're in different jobs. It doesn't make any difference. Our minds is the same. And then the similarities in it, with the techniques, the timing, the game planning, brother. I mean, you guys must watch a bunch of film on opponents coming up and stuff, and that's exactly what we do. So that's how I think. So it's so relatable. It's so fun. You get to do so much fun stuff, and just getting your team on the same page and everybody playing lights out there is just. It's just amazing, man. So I again, thank you guys both for having me on.
Oh, the honor is ours, brother. The honor is ours. And if there's any shout outs that you want to give, throw some shout outs there. And we're just super grateful for you, Max.
No, I'm good, guys. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to both of you guys for having me on. What is bro? Can you DM me the Discord? Your guys' Discord. I'll jump in.
I'll
jump in and
hell yeah.
harass people and just. I'm just gonna keep talking shit to Marcelo.
Perfect.
All day on there.
I'm looking forward to it.
I love to jump into Discord and just love being a part of the community. You guys got a great community. Like I said, bro, every paintballer that GJ or ever introduced us, or even Royce or anybody that comes through all the time to Hawaii, and they play pro or semi-pro. Yeah, it's all cool, man. It's all great. It's all cool to be a part of this community like that. And hopefully I get to see you guys at one of the tournaments very soon, bro. I want to go out there and play. It'd be so fun.
Yes, sir. And then when I come out to Hawaii, I'm going to be tapping in with you. And then if you ever come to AZ, they're building this crazy wave beach out here that we got to go check out for sure.
Oh, for sure, bro. That sounds like a plan, bro. And if you bunk me, then you're going to be the asshole. Marcelo would be the great guy, you know?
There we go. No,
yeah.
we on the same team. We on the same team.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, Max. Much love,
guys. Dude. You guys have a good one, guys. Aloha. God bless.
You're the man.
Thank
Appreciate you, bro.
Aloha, malo. Thank you.
Peace.
All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening. If you enjoyed the show, please head over to ptgpaintball.com, click the orange Patreon link in the corner, and support the show. We greatly appreciate it. We have tiers as low as $1.99 a month. That is nothing, guys, and it'll give you access to the Discord where you get access to the players chat and get to mingle with the entire PTG community. We have tons of different pros in there. Tyler and myself are very active, and it's an amazing way to support the show. We also have amazing other tiers. If you want to be one of the best, want to be a GOAT, sign up for the GOAT tier. It's the greatest way to support us, and each month we do a private live stream show, one-on-one kind of thing, to where it's just the GOATs, and Tyler and myself will bring in some special guests every now and then, but you get to ask us questions in real time, live on the air, and you get lots of inside juicy news that we don't share on the show. So, as always, we will see you guys very soon.